Hello guys and welcome back to episode 12 of my Minecraft Let's Play. And today I'm going to be working in this area. So last episode obviously we built this killing platform over here, if you want to be called that. And this episode what I'm going to do, I'm going to be getting an item collection system. But as you can see we have got quite a few different resources being dropped. Let's go through here right now. So I'm quite pleased with the amount of things we've actually got from this. And yeah, so what I'm actually going to be doing in this episode is I'm going to be building, as I said, a collection system. So what I'd quite like to do is I'm going to have a dispenser there, which will spew these out, water stream, drop down there into this hole, where I get filtered into chests and sorted that way. And I'm going to move that along a bit more like that. And what we got? We've got gunpowder, string, which is 2, rotten flesh 3, gunpowder 4, and then arrows 5, and string I think. And so we probably want 6 chests down here, probably witch drops. So I want double chests. So we need to measure out this room firstly and foremost, and we need to work out how many chests we're going to get. So we're going to be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 like that. Where are we getting up to now? I think we can go probably a bit more in this direction. Let's go and dig out like this. So yeah, you want to make this room, the right side, I want it to be quite nice and spacious. Obviously the chest is going to be a bit for before we're going to, I think, have a full-blown sorting system back there, which will mean the chests are placed forward a little bit further, as I don't really want to fall back. But ultimately, we need to bear in mind that is a room above here, which goes back quite a long way, and I have measured it out, so that's far forward looking big. So there's one more here, and then this will be that side. Yeah, but I don't really mind about having just about here. I don't mind about having a bit of a large room. I think we could do something probably quite impressive if we have a slightly larger room for it, and it probably look quite good if you like. I'm going to chests. Yeah, it is a bit further back than ideal, but we need to remember about the space we have and how we can't actually go forward anymore, because if we go there, it doesn't work, does it? You have to be here. So what we got there? We got 1, 2. Like it wasn't meant to happen. It really wasn't meant to happen. So yeah, we got chests coming along. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, it's probably actually we probably should really. I got the door hatch here. We should probably use the actual staircase system for having that cobblestone system. Just a bit hairy, and I would like to sort this out properly, but I've basically not got round to doing it yet. It's all right at this point. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna have? What's that? So we've got 1, 2, 3. We go over here, okay, and over here we could probably go up to about here, maybe, possibly. That might just about work. I think if we go up to here, we could theoretically carve them around, but we want them quite close together, really. But I quite like divisions in there as well, so they can be quite nice and open in this room. If you see what I mean in that way, that sense. So. And then we got those there, so that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got this wall over here, and that goes back quite a long way. So yeah, I don't know fully know what I'm going to do. It's what we could always do is maybe do a then system. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could theoretically just do a system like that, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6 on the end over here, maybe. And that might work. That might actually work slightly better. I know it's not as good, but yeah, I think I'll probably have to do it like that because of space. We could theoretically do it, but we would need. How many more we need? We need 6. We need 3 more blocks. So we'll probably get 1 there, maybe, and 1, 2. It might be able to do it, but I think that'll probably be a little bit more realistic. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to be doing this right away now. I will be sorting out the system, but what I need to do, I'm going to be using hoppers. And I barely got any resort. Well, when I say barely, I have got some, but I've not got much iron. So I'm going to be doing a mining session, just literally about 20 minutes, and I'm going to see how much iron I got. I want you to guess how much I've got. You can post it in the comment section if you want to, and then I'll be back. See you then. Okay, so I've just finished my mining session, and I'm going to be honest to you, I did half an hour, not 20 minutes. If you want to make your changes, do it now. If not, then just look at what I got, because I'm quite pleased with the loot. So, 64 and 3, it's a 67 diamonds, and yeah, quite impressive, basically. Fortune 3, I came incredibly lucky. I got 3 in 1 cave, and a couple in the cave system, and I think the fortune did be good, so let's just put these into blocks. Okay, well there's about 7 more iron blocks. How many We have quite a lot now, don't we? And we can do one more like this. But I like doing it in block. I like putting them in blocks because it saves space, and also I like going. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds I got over there. I've also got a substantial amount of coal, almost about quite a lot of stacks essentially. Technical terms here. Okay, let's just and let's do that. Okay, so yeah, I've got a substantial amount of coal blocks, quite a bit of lapis as well. We do it in block format. We will have round about half a stack of diamond blocks, or thereabouts. A lot of redstone, over a stack of that. Probably, I'd say when we crafted all this up, let's just do it right now on camera. Make a bit of a fun thing to do. Yeah, so just over a stack, about a stack and 7. So about 71. And yeah, so overall quite satisfied. We got this as well. We got 2.5 stacks of iron and half a stack of gold ore. So okay. And as for iron, I think that needs probably smelting up, and I can do the same to gold, I think, with my other things. And just to point out how many diamonds I've got, let's just have a quick brief glimmer. Okay, that's quite a lot. It's quite a few, but it's a lot of diamonds actually. Just realised how many I have. I've got basically about 3 stacks. Okay, I'm getting rich. I'm rich. I've got a lot of diamonds. Okay, anyway. Okay, that can go there. This can go on there. There's a bit of that we need to get sorting. And now what I'm going to do is glass. Oh, I think I'm going to stain a load of it. Won't? Oh, no, I'll do it off camera. It's a bit of a project to do. Okay, let's do this. Yes, I'm going to need even more glass. I'm going to need all this basically for what I want to next, which is a sorting system. So I'm going to basically need a whole load of coal. And no, I'm not going to waste that much. I'm just going to put some coal in there. And here I'm going to put 2 pieces in. Okay, there we are. And there we are. That's coal. And yeah, a lot of glass and yeah, that was basically how I'm thinking. Let's go and die. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to let those smelt up, dig out a room a little bit further over there, place down some chests, and then I'll be back with you. See you then. So I'm down here, and I've cleared it out, and yeah, you can see the village over there. But anyway, we're going to be building in this room, and as you can see, we haven't got much clearance above here. So obviously, I'm going to put hot steps over here, make it go down a bit. But this is where all the items are going to be popping through, and I've got all the things I need in my inventory. And what's going to be happening here, actually I haven't got everything, I need to realise. What's going to be happening here, essentially, is everything's going to drop down that hole there. And forget about those doors, they can just live, to be quite honest. What's happening is, it's all going to be coming out of here. So I'm going to face the hoppers in a different direction, so they all face that way. We're going to go into the dispenser, which will basically go in a clock and spit them out. And I've got to sample that. Just to save on hopper usage, just will drop them, the water them will drop them into a pipe down here, where they'll go down here and land into a water stream, which is basically take them, if we're going like here, take them round and round the corner this way, because I think it's slightly easier. And just round here, and then into the end, break here in water, basically break here a little bit of water, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Essentially, basically go along here, and yeah, I might need ice to actually get this to work, but I'm hoping I can sort it out with that, and I'll come to that when it's needed. And I can't bother getting to pickaxe. But yeah, that's what's going to be happening. So we need to be building in this area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a dispenser, build a clock, and walk you through it when it's finished. See you then. Okay, so I've got this whole circuit over here, so I'll just turn it off in a minute. I'm going to place this through a dropper. But yeah, so basically I've got this in trap mode. I don't really think it matters just what it is in. Not too cute more of this. So basically I've got this circuit going around here, and if I look here, just up here, look, everything starts firing out of there. And that's because that's basically creating a clock, and it's all linking up there. Then it just trails around the back and goes into an output. So basically when that happens, it repeats the signal and it goes back into the dispenser. So quite a simplistic circuit, probably made it a bit harder than it has to be, not the most complex, whatever. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to place that to be a dropper, otherwise arrows, which could be a product with farm. I'm going to fly out, and then after this, I'm basically just going to make it go into a water stream, which will basically take it down into that gap there. And in here, what I'm actually going to be having, I'm going to be doing it as minecarts, because I've realised what's the point in using water streams, because I can't probably get to the ice essentially. So yeah, That's basically where we're at the moment with this. So I'm going to get a dropper and do the water streams there, basically linking it up. So when I come back, I should be working on the below section. See you then. Okay, so all that is sorted out, and I don't even need that repeat circuit down there. Apparently, now I'm using a dropper. That's me, but it's all firing out anyway as it goes, and basically get down this water stream, which takes it down to here, and if I an item, boom, 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 all down to here. Okay, so yeah, all the items are now going to end up on that block over here, which is why what we want in that block is something which can collect them. So what I'm thinking is possibly something like a hopper. Then what we would want, so if we think it through, but since we've got more than we can ever do with. So if, for example, here, what we have is we essentially have a veil. So what we'll have a hopper which it goes into and then gets picked up by the veil. So if we, for example, go around here, place a hopper at this point. So potentially if we and place a hopper here, everything should theoretically go into the hopper. I say theoretically. Like that. So now everything will go into that hopper, which is where it'll come, and in there what you'll have it all come into there, it will get picked up and go again, and there are ways to make sure that it's picked up when I do that, so I'm looking to do that, and basically what will happen is it will basically fire all the way around here, through here, and around the front, because it will be easier to do things with. And now what's going to happen is it's going to go into the hoppers in this area. And what you need to remember is actually we need enough space to work with back. So how many do we need? Let's just quickly look. I will need 4 blocks, and I know maybe it's a convoluted way, but I kind of want to make space so I can bring it forward, essentially is what I want to do. So I'm not complaining about it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want 4 blocks behind where all the hoppers go, basically, to work with, because that's what you need for this thing to work. So you want to go back here, so 4 blocks that way, and now it'll turn and go in this direction, and yeah, so a bit further forwards. And that's essentially the system I think we're going to use. I will double check the system once again to make sure that I have done everything correctly, because I may just be able to put it back a bit further. But essentially it'll all move on here and into the front over here, where I'll go down, and we basically have steps at this point leading down into where all the things will be. But yeah, I'm going to do that, and so basically lay all this out, work out where everything needs to be, and also hopefully this will work if everything goes into there. I'll double check to make sure that is actually the case and that is actually working. I think it's staying there, and then I'll be back. See you then. Okay, so I've laid out all these rails over here, and over here what I basically got is here that it'll go backwards and just go backwards and forwards, and what it'll do each time at the top, it won't leave, it just collects everything up. These ones I don't so much worry about, because it'll just go in, bounce back, and eventually give them back. Had the windows, what was it? Creeper. But essentially what's going to happen is, this basically means that power to inverted, it says, well, there's stuff in here, the signal is taken out. When there's no signal, that will turn on power, and that will get taken. So if we put this now, look, you can see everything get taken out, and it won't leave, and it'll leave as soon as that happens. Go across there, distribute it, move backwards, distribute it, and go back over here. And is there anything in the hobbit? No, so we'll keep on going backwards and forwards, and jump, slowly speaking, distribute stuff all throughout the hoppers, and basically keep on doing that until there's some more stuff in the hoppers. So say, for example, I put 5 stone in my hopper. As soon as 5 stone go in my hopper, it's going to stop until our 5 stone gets picked up. So yeah, I think that's quite an effective system. We go over there and get distributed into these hoppers. So these hoppers will then lead into a sorting system, which I probably could build right now if you really wanted me to. So what's going to happen, sorting system, essentially, what it's going to have is it's going to have out of each of these hoppers a comparator. So dum, dum, dum. Out of each of them. And it's going to basically be a tileable system. And essentially what's going to happen after this, you're going to have what did boom boom 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then after this 1 2 is going to drop down one just below there, and I'll make sure these are half slabs so it'll just be easy to work with. And basically I'll invert round, go underneath the next hopper, and then down here which basically have a few rows of chests down in this valley. So I'm going to build the sorting systems. I'm going to do them all just once, and then I'll be back. See you then. Okay, so I've got the sorting system in place and the first few chests. So over here what we're going to have basically is items which you'll never get in for sorter, and then the item which you actually want to sort. So in this situation we need to think about what actually never going to get into the sorter. That's going to be awkward to choose, but basically all that's going to get sorted into here. This will get basically, this goes down here into there, all over the comparator, there's a repeater of there, and then onto a torch, which backs onto the back of these hoppers over here, which then poisons those and turns those off, or on, depending on how many items are in here. where this goes into here. I'm going to have 3 rows of these chests essentially going all the way down there, and there's going to kind of be a balcony area, and I think maybe wrapping staircases coming down would be quite cool, and glass above there, because I think glass will always look quite good, especially when you see a minecart flying by. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to do that and just finish all that off, and also get some glass sorted. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to put a nice backdrop behind there, put glass on it, on those levels, and finish that off, and then I'll be back. See you then. Okay, so I've got all this sorted. As you can see, that's what's going on here, and things should start eventually to start trickling in and start video. Nothing's actually happening yet, but I'm confident it will, and I've got my entry prepared. But I've got a problem. I've managed to use up 2 floors. I kind of wanted to have it on like 1 floor, where this floor separate, but it looks like we're using them both up, and it's life, isn't it? Just live with it. And some way, and yeah, I quite like having my things, and I will make sure I keep my things, but at this point, I think maybe I have a balcony up here, and then actually make it say access it from below, because it's also online with here, for me, so also already got extra stuff over here. And I could maybe have off a balcony extra rooms on the top level, and maybe extra things off balcony on this level. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to build a balcony out here, build some staircases here, maybe put in a nice one, make it quite nice and posh, and then I'll be back. See you then. Okay, I've got monsters in my redstone. It's not going well. No. Why does this always happen? Basically left. They gone? Scared now. I think they might have gone. I can still hear them. But down there. Okay, this is bad. I thought... Alright, let's tell you what I've been up to. Basically, I've been rebuilding the system. As in, I got it wrong. As in, these were too high. It wasn't comparing everything. It wasn't working. But it should be sorted out now. And should be ready to go in a minute. There's definitely something around. Oh! There you are. Oh, this is bad. Anyway, out there, as you can see, I have done a bit of building. Oh, there's a creeper. I kind of think it might have got out. There's another one though. Okay, right, let's make a quick route out. Creeper, don't do that. Okay, there he is. Okay, he's dead. Whew. Okay. Okay, there you are. That's all I sorted. There's a creeper running around there, so I might actually come in here. But no goodness, how bad he is. Oh, only probably to patch up my door, don't I? Okay, anyway, what I'm going to do is say, look, out there, basically I've got this little... okay, there he is, that's fine. Little balcony, and I'm kind of hold up, of course, I'm not so sure about it, but I think it's all right. I've got the balcony area here. This is here. What we're going to be doing anyway, as I'm going to be sorting this one, I think, boned. We need to put the bones in there. And then we just basically want to fill the rest with this stuff. And it should go down to 41 and then stop. Fantastic. Good. Okay, in this one, we want gunpowder. That should go down to 41 and that, basically. 41 on that side. Let's see if that happens. Good. Here, I want flesh and this. That should hopefully, and if everything goes right, go down to 41. Ready? Good. Okay, so what's going to be in this one? We wanted string, then we wanted that, and then we wanted those. So that should hopefully... Okay, that's not actually working in that situation there, is it? It's only taken from a left slot because it works. Okay, the spider bite isn't working in that one, is it? Which is a problem because it means we haven't actually got that number of hoppers, but I think we'll be able to live. I'm just going to keep the spider eyes in there because my theory is they'll just fill up and it means it can take up to 64 on my hopper, which will help at least. Okay. In this one, what we're going to have is arrows, and where are my items to go in hopper? There. And in this one, what we're going to have, sugar, redstone, glowstone, stick, and water bottle. The nether's not going to work that well, but it'll mean I get up to 64 storage in my hopper, which I can always collect out and move into manually at a later date. And it's not perfect, it's not the most ideal system ever, but it'll have to do, is basically what I'm getting at here. Because I'm not really going to be working on this much more. I'm running really out of time for this video now. I'm going to get a floor finished, and hopefully that is a semi-functional system. Anyway, I'm going to set this back off. We should, have quite a bit to pick up there. And okay, I'm going to get out of here and see what, and just let this be for a little bit. And this obviously is my maintenance hatch around here. It's my house to put door. Where's that tree? I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to work on this bit. I basically put a floor in here, but I'd roof on there. Probably maybe do a little bit more jungle planks possibly, but yeah, probably do a couple more jungle planks in this area. And then literally just do a nice floor and wall design. I think this is very simple. And then I'm back with my stuff to see you then. Okay, so I've been working away for about an hour, and I've quite a lot to show you. As you can see, this room has transformed quite significantly, and I'm not most pleased with the outcome, but I think it's alright. So basically what I've got is, I've got bone blocks over here, and I'm out of direction, just to add a bit of extra detail towards it. Mega blocks, and these have actually been tricked by light to make them right on they actually are, so they look a bit more vibrant, and quartz from there. Basically, that one there, which is bone block, that, and then a little bit of nether brick there, that's the name I'm looking for. And yeah, over here obviously nether brick, andesite, sandstone stairs, and then gas and magma blocks underneath, which I think kind of represents the killing platform almost. And you could figure that monster platform like that's the edge, it falls down and goes into the killing platform. But yeah, and I've also started posting these up here. I might rename them, but basically which drops that these are the different drops you're going to have, and obviously we're all going to filter into here, and that's just going to work like so. Don't know which drops going to work, but still I've got all the signs up there, and which I might sort out later, but somewhat. But the problem is I actually started to quite enjoy seeing when it's a minecart drop backwards and forwards. And if you go to the next floor, this is kind of just a bit of a nothing floor. I may well put something in this area, so you never know. These sides over here may go eventually, but they can be taken away as I wish, essentially. And theoretically I could put something up here if I really ever felt the need, but I don't. So bone blocks here, like that, this bit of nether brick up there, and nether brick up here, and sandstone on the roof. I'm going to finish off the sandstone, but I just need to find a tiny bit of sandstone to do that, not much in the slightest. I'll probably have it back at my base, and yeah, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that off camera, and also off camera, because I don't know if I'm fully happy with the system, and also I'd want to, I'm probably going to build an ice tray, and get myself some sort next episode by trying to get a silk touch pickaxe. But I'm going to say for now, this project is done. I might want to sort out a back over there, because it's not the best looking ever, but yeah, I'm going to say this project is done. It's all sorted out, all the things sorting, and it looks quite cool. This bit finished off, we're doing that now. But yeah, this project has been finished. Next episode, I may be working on the interior here, doing a few things, maybe going to that slime farm chunk I dug out ages ago, maybe actually doing something with that at last, or even villagers or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to finish off there. But yeah, so we've got boom platform, that killing platform, and all the way down there. So it kind of drops all the way down, and then right down at the bottom, if you look over here at what's actually happening, just to double check everything's working. Those chests I will sort out, but I've got some inventory, so I won't do that now. But these I will chop out and sort out, which is a problem here, but hey, I'll sort those out. I don't blocks. And yeah, so this is obviously checking everything out into where it needs to go, and it's working like an absolute charm. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to have to end it here because I'm really out of time, because I'm actually going on holiday for 2 weeks tomorrow evening, so yeah, a bit tight, but yeah. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.